Anand sir?
Hello.
Yes, sir. I think we should start. It's
Okay.
10.
So, with the participant has gone, there are four people, I think. The participant was there.
Yeah, he left, I guess so. So at least you can start with your content, sir.
We can start now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you want to share your screen, sir? It's a
Uh, we can have after some time, I think.
okay,
I have
Krishna.
some material which I can show also.
Yes, yes, sure. So
So,
Krishna, you will have to make sir co-host.
yeah, one person is joining.
Fine. So Krishna will make you co-host, sir.
Your
And
voice is low.
pardon, sir.
आपका voice is low, low. Voice आपका कम आ रहा है.
Basically, sir, your voice is low because I have
अच्छा अच्छा.
muted.
Okay, okay. So, is it okay now? Because
You are not
we
able
need
to.
to
So, if possible, can you use your headphone, please?
headphone. Uh,
Good morning, sir.
yeah, good morning. Yes, we should start the session now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, good morning. This is with respect to intellectual property rights and entrepreneurship. Today's session will have more insights. Okay. So, what are different ways or what are different factors that we need when we think of commercializing our invention? So, as we all of us know that as far as our research is concerned, we try to protect this research outcome in the form of patents, designs, trademarks, like that. But one of the most strongest instrument is the patent because patent deals with either a product or a process. So the research and development has invested heavily in developing a new product or a new process which will be useful to the industry and the mankind. So intellectual property rights, okay, that emerge a strategic business tool for any business organization to enhance industrial competitiveness because the market is highly competitive because of continuous development technology. So here one has to be very vigilant about protection of IPRs. So when we carry out research in the lab, simultaneously we make an attempt to protect it in the form of a patent. Now, once this patent protection process is underway, that is, we file our complete specification at the patent office. If we are doing research in India, we'll file it in India. And within 12 months' time, we are having a window. Okay, that much time is there to extend our protection outside India. So there are two pathways. Either you can file directly to foreign country or through a PCT application that is called a Patent Cooperation Treaty. This PCT will give you an added advantage of 30 to 31 months, okay, to enter foreign territory. Now, while these all the things at the patent office and prosecution are in progress, we have to always make an attempt and think and take some steps like how do I commercialize? Okay, how do I monetize my new process or new product that I have developed by investing resources? Okay, over a period of say 3 years, 4 years. Now the time has come that I need to market it. Okay, now there are various ways we have seen how to monetize it. Either we can license, okay, part of it. Either we can license the manufacturing part or the selling part. Okay, then there is another way of assignment. So we can assign this patent to some organization directly in return for a total lump sum amount. And another way is to go for a startup. Okay, startup initiative. Actually, Department for Promotion for Industry, that is what we call it as DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industry and International Trade, that is a part of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. They have launched a initiative scheme in 2016 that is called as SIPP. So under this, the startup companies are encouraged to file patents. Okay, they support. So there is almost 80% of rebate that is given for patent cost as far as India is concerned. So we can save a lot of cost in filing patent in India through the SIPP Startup India program. Okay, that facilitates the startup. So I think every one of us is aware of startup. We have heard a lot of it in coming years that startup company is there. So many startup companies are coming day by day. Okay, so we need to know that what is a startup actually. Startup is a small organization. Small means what? So any company which turnover of which is not exceeding 100 crores. Okay, in recent years. So for a period of say 10 years since inception, if we see the book of accounts and see during these 10 years, the business was less than 10 hour. This thing, the turnover was up to only 100 crores. So this is the startup. So only this kind of companies are given encouragement or concessions at various levels, okay, by Government of India, so that people get encouraged and start working on commercialization aspect of it. Okay, so SIPP, it is a program that gives companies access to top-notch IP services as well as resources, assisting them in securing and monetizing their cutting-edge technologies. Okay, today entrepreneurs benefit from the knowledge of trained IPR professionals. So they are facilitators, and this initiative will definitely help them to pursue their applications. Now, through this SIPP, there is considerable decrease in cost that we have seen. 80% of cost rebate is there in filing patents. Now, if you just have a look at some data, in April 2024, data show that 127,000 startups have been officially recognized by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Okay, since 2016 till date. So you can see number of companies have emerged as startups, and they are from different areas, different domains, like you know e-commerce. Okay, like companies like Paytm is also startup, Ola, Swiggy, food companies like Zomato. So these are service based. But we are looking at, we will be interested in startups which are product manufacturing or process developing companies. Okay, so they can be from the healthcare sector, automobile sector, energy sector. Okay, so because patents deal with tangible assets that should be in a physical form. Okay, so we will have a look at some startup companies. So, which are these companies, how they have grown a period of years? Some examples are there with me. Okay, we'll have a look at it. So, startups in India, okay, as we have seen, they need patent protection because they have to stand up in this competitive market. And this patent protection is going to safeguard their ideas. And once they safeguard their idea, they get these exclusive rights. They can get a greater market share to market their product. So, the three ways which you have seen: licensing of the patent part, or assignment, that is total, and the third part which we have seen, that on our own also, okay, on our own we can commercialize our patent. And one of the ways is the startup companies. Now the basic idea behind filing a patent is not only to protect, okay, our invention, but at the same time increasing our visibility in the market. So people should come to know that who are we, what are our technologies, what are our products and processes. Okay, because entrepreneurs, okay, big companies, they are always on the lookout for people who are coming up with new technologies. So they would like to partner with you, but unless and until we are visible in some form or the another, okay, it is not possible. So actually, these big companies keep on doing searches. Okay, like which are the new patents coming up? Who is the owner of that patent? So once they do their searches, and if we have already filed a patent, and better if we have got it granted either in India or overseas, so that is one of the ways to connect with the industry partner. Okay, so if we file an Indian patent, granting and getting it granted in India, we will have rights only in India because patents are territorial rights. Now, at the same time, we should make an attempt, okay, to file overseas in United States, Europe. But now, before taking such a decision, we have to make assessment of our technology as well as our economical position. Okay, then we have to do some kind of forecasting. We have to see analysis called as freedom to operate. Okay, so there are a number of factors that we need to consider before getting a filing at a territory outside India. Okay, so that is what. Now there are many startups, as we have seen. Startup companies are coming up day by day. Okay, and they have to meet some certain requirements for government. Okay, that is also very important. Now, as far as examples are concerned, which are the startup companies? We'll just have a look at it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll show you the slide. Okay, yeah, please continue.
Pardon?
Yeah, you want to ask some question? Is the screen visible to you?
Screen is visible to me.
Yeah, so see why I've written this because you'll get a direct view. So could you see I have written some examples. First is Author Energy. Is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Author Energy, you can see it's an Indian electric, okay, two-wheeler manufacturing company. Okay, it is headquartered in Bangalore and it was founded in 2013 by Tarun Mehta. If you can just see how they have developed over a period of years. It started in 2013. Then in 2014, it received $4.5 million, okay, from Technology Development Board, okay,
Mm.
from DST. So this is what I am putting this example because what do I do with my paper? Okay, so if there are some examples before us. Okay, they are a testimony. They are a proof of concept. Okay, there's a proof with us. So just have a look at this. Author Energy started in 2013. They have received $4.5 million of grant in 2014 from DST, that to Government of India. Then what was the situation in May 19? May 19 again, $51 million of another round of funding was there. Okay, by another investor. Then again in December 2019, they signed a MOU, okay, Memorandum of Understanding with Government of Tamil Nadu, okay, to set up a new manufacturing plant. Okay, so just see how they are expanding their territory, they expanding their business, their visibility also. And finally, if we see in July 2020, okay, Ather Energy could raise $11.4 million from Hero Motor Corporation. So these kind of collaborations, okay, partnerships will happen eventually when you are visible to people. And why this has happened? Because they had 151 patents, okay, globally filed since their first invention that they have done. So out of these 151 patents, around 90% of patents are active. Active means they are getting renewed and they are enforceable. So this is one of the best examples we've seen since last 10 years what has happened. Second example, is it visible Agnikul? Correct? Agnikul is one example. It's a Chennai-based startup. Okay, Agnikul Cosmos. It was started in 2017 by Sri Ravi Chandra sir. And it has also progressed like anything. Okay. So they are into what? 3D printed engine. They came up with 3D printed engine. Okay, and the government of India has awarded a patent for it, its design and all. Now it's having a valuation of $201 million as per the latest findings we have. Now, one more sector that is the same sector, that is the energy sector, Skyroot Aerospace. Okay, it's again one more company which is specializing in futuristic launch vehicle design and building. Skyroot, it was developed by Pawan Kumar Chandana, okay, Nagavarat, as well as Mr. Dhaka. So in 2018, this company was formed. The products are Vikram 1, Vikram 2, okay. These have been tested. Successful testing was there. And a fresh capital infusion took place. So overall funding is to the tune of $95 million. It's the highest ever amount that is raised by a Indian-based startup. So this is one of the very good example you could see in the aerospace sector. Okay. So energy sector, automobile sector, we have seen. Again, a diagnostic sector, see, medical diagnostics is a very emerging area because you have seen there are a number of diagnostic instruments in market, blood pressure measuring instruments. Okay, pulse recorders are there. Okay, so these are automated most of the times. Now, how these technologies come to existence? Okay, one example is Tulip Diagnostics. If you can see, it offers IVD kits and instruments for infectious diseases, and it covers areas such as hematology, okay, immunohematology, immunology, okay, like that. So they also have an operating revenue of around 100 to 500 crores. They have got patents, okay, with granted patents in few areas. Okay, few sub areas we can say. Subcutaneous vein access port is there. One surgical linear stapler is there. Retentive device is there. So these are examples of startups, okay, which have taken enough efforts to make themselves visible and grow along with time. So they have achieved a certain position in market today. People are ready to partner with them. Okay, and they have shown promise. So in similar manner, we also can see to it that our patent gets monetized, ultimately commercialized. Okay, at the same time, we need to have a look out at certain technological aspects as well, because technology awareness framework is one of the set of framework that also we need to have a look at, as well as technology readiness level. Okay, that is TRL assessment of our technology needs to be done at various point levels. Okay, any question or on this?
Yeah, Mr. Curry, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Okay. Start.
Yeah, so this is one of the important factors that every entrepreneur, whether it's a product or a process developer, that researcher has to ensure, has to work on it. Actually, basically, this is a technology readiness level is a platform where we have to assess. Okay, we have to see that how ready we are. Okay, it's nothing but a measure of estimating the technology maturity that we are developing. There are 9 levels, if you could see. TRL scale is there with different metrics. That is, 9 levels are there. Okay, highest one is TRL 9. So how it goes? TRL 1, 2, 3, we could see. Basic technology research is there in the initial stages in the lab. Okay, followed by feasibility proving. Okay, we have to prove that whatever I'm doing in the lab since the last 1 year, 2 year, it is feasible. Third is we have to develop that technology, means carry out more and more number of experiments, okay, to optimize certain parameters and refine it. Then once we have done with this, we have to demonstrate. So this demonstration part, now you will ask that at what point of time should we approach entrepreneurs and also from TRL 5, TRL 6 onwards. Okay, once the technology is there with us and we are capable of demonstrating it, we can call upon people to for meetings and for discussions and say that this is available. So TRL, we are at TRL 5, 6, 7 level like that. So once this is done, some investors, some entrepreneurs would like to infuse and their capital or say partner with you so that we get more funding and we come up with a system or subsystem development. So ultimately the scale up part is evident over here. Okay, large scale batches we can take. And last is nothing but launch. So launch is nothing but market launch. So here, actually, the technology has seen the light of the day. We can say that it has been commercialized. Okay, and from here onwards, it will go to the end user. Okay, then marketing rights and all we need to access. Okay, so that is what. But while doing this, along with this, we have to see that technology assessment framework. Okay. Now there is a certain framework. Framework means a certain criteria. We have to look at certain aspects like resource availability, how we are good at resources in sourcing or raw material. Okay, then domestic availability, whether it is there. That is resource availability factor. Second is technical impact. Okay, how efficient we are in technicalities. Okay, how ease of installation is there, ease of operations is there. Okay, then what is the environmental impact? What is the social impact? What are the policies of markets that we intend to move into those markets? So what are the policies of that territory, that government? Okay, whether do they encourage such kind of products, processes? And then ultimately it's the economic impact because there is the investment that we have done. Okay, so we have to see that what are the operational costs we have incurred, what is the payback period if we have taken some loans. Okay, so ultimately it's the affordability aspect that also needs to be considered.
So this is for means research laboratory or something like that. Means when it is when we researching and doing some patent, something like that.
Yeah. Because today's topic was in continuation with our earlier discussion on this thing like entrepreneurship, monetization of patents. Ultimately, patents once we get, how do we
Mm.
commercialize, correct? How do we monetize? But at the same time, we need to have a look at certain factors parallelly. When we are searching for an entrepreneur, when we are searching for a commercial developer, a company, at our end also, we need to have a assessment of the technology. Okay, technology assess within the technology assessment framework, and as well as technology readiness level, what I have called is TRL. So this TRL is very important, technology readiness level. Now, there is a Government of India department called as CSIR NISCPR. Okay, CS,
Mm.
National Institute of Science, Communication and Policy Research. It is based at New Delhi. So this organization also helps entrepreneurs. Once we start discussing with them, sir, I have got such and such technology, but before that, you need to have a patent filed, and preferably, if it is granted, it's okay, so that we need not disclose it just without any protection. Okay, so we need to seek protection in the initial stages, and then slowly start approaching entrepreneurs as well as this kind of organizations, because they are supporting us. Okay, CSR, NI, SCPR. So they will help you in assessing that TRL, whatever steps is we have seen TRL 1, 2, 3, 4. So they will help you in assessment of that. So where I am now, I am at TRL 3 or TRL 4, or I am closer to TRL 8. So that kind of interaction is important.
Okay.
Platform. So you are into which area? Can I know, Mr.
Pardon?
You are into which area or which domain?
Which area?
Which area or domain your research is there, so that
No, I am not in researching. Actually, I am trying for to start some factory, something like that, for processing, for something like mango processing or coconut processing, so that
so it's a
mango pulp preparation or something.
food processing industry basically.
Mm.
You also can seek a patent on process patent. Process patent, if you have got a process which is much more efficient than existing ones, if it has got economical benefits, some technological advantages, like your processes give up list of what you say, less of pollutants, or like that, greater yields, okay, less energy consumption. So some technical advancement, some economical development is there, which would be there, I think. So you can file an Indian patent in coming few months, and then see to it that whatever ultimately you are going to develop a product, food product, is it? Hello.
Uh,
So ultimately, your goal is to produce a food product.
no, means a product means what I am trying is to put up some plant factory
Manufacturing.
for mango pulp. Even means I don't have anything like this one patent or something like that.
Mhm.
I am only exploring.
So this manufacturing is a very suitable field, because manufacturing means process for
Process.
commodity, or some.
Yeah, it is process.
It's a process. So process patent is very much important. So you will have your own process that some other party will not be in a position to use, unless and until you protect it. That will remain with you for 20 years. Technically advanced process, economical process. So that will help you to attract some investors or partners. That is also possible. You can get some funding also, but you should have a patent in hand so that people get encouraged. People know about it, that really there is some inventive, okay, invention in that. And obviously, process research is one of the areas, okay, that many people have taken advantage of. Mango pulp, basically, you might be sourcing these mangoes, correct? No?
Mm.
You have mangoes, then you might be removing their peel and then getting that pulp inside, and then storage. Or are you converting into some, what you say, juice or like that, or some other product? Because mango also will can give you various products. Some food items are there, I seen. Some kind of small solid products are also there, and liquid like squash or something like that. No,
No,
so
only means mango should be processed and pulp should be. made and
Hmm.
that pulp can be marketed.
Okay, very good, very good. Yeah. Now you can have a patent protection for process. That
Okay.
yeah, time of remove. How do you remove the pins fast? Then where the pulp goes? Then how long it remains stable? Okay, that is very important because once the pulp get exposed to environment, okay, it will start oxidizing. First oxidation is there. I think you might know about it. So what kind of antioxidants or preservatives that also need to be taken care of, and then it should then comes the part of shelf life. Correct. Ultimately, it's a food product. So what shelf life do we expect? So it should reach the consumer within that particular shelf life or expiry date. So obviously you have a technology with you. That is what I feel because manufacturing a food product is itself technology intensive part. What process you come up with, you can just document. See, there is no much cost involved in filing a patent in India. Okay, if you either it's a startup India initiative, whether you have opted for a startup or not, you applied for startup recognition.
Startup
Because
means I'm registered actually,
oh, that's you are registered, then that's good because you have
but
to
I have not received any communication. So further I have to means
further you have to what you say communicate with these people.
follow up.
Follow up is required because if you are under startup, okay, the government will support you in some form or the another. Okay, and
Mm,
once it is recognized as a startup, those kind of investors, entrepreneurs would always like to approach you so that you get little bit relief from the this thing, no, because number of financial input is there. As well as
mm,
when people join you, there is one more advantage that they will help you to tap markets. Ultimately, you would like to expand, correct? So presently, you are in Tamil Nadu or South, it seems, Andhra.
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so from Andhra Pradesh, you can enter into Karnataka, Karnataka to Maharashtra, Gujarat. Okay, because see, Maharashtra is also mango manufacturer. No, sorry, mango plant grower. Correct? Mango.
Mm.
This Alfonso is everywhere, okay, worldwide famous. Then Gujarat also has got a mango production. So you can have good raw material sourcing. If some good partner approaches you, that part can be taken care of raw material sourcing from either Gujarat, say Maharashtra, like that.
No, raw material is there in Andhra Pradesh also.
Oh,
Here in our area also it is there.
so
So now means I am also I am only looking for further developing means
since it's a food product, there can be a fast timeline also because once you're thorough with your technicalities, the marketing aspect as well. Because ultimately, sir, you need to market your product, no?
mm,
To reach the market. So for that, you could partner up or some people who are very good at assessing market potential. There are parties. So that those can immediately take up that, okay, I'll take care of Maharashtra, I'll take care of Gujarat. And even and once your product is known to many people overseas, overseas marketing is also is very, very possible because mango as such is a very attractive okay food beverage you can say in Alfonso and all because is exported I think in Middle East also. Middle East markets are there. Is immediate close to us for transportation and all that. So that is one part. And as far as this TRL is there, you do assessment, technology readiness level. How far your technology is ready? One, two, three, four. Where are you? So in that case, you will certainly get some kind of help from CSR and ICPR. Now, since how many years you have started it? It is like how long it has taken place?
pardon.
How long like you are into this sector now, manufacturing, or you are about to launch something like you know the
No,
manufacturing?
I am
Uh,
I want means I am only just started
hmm.
exploring in fact. So
Procure land or something like that, some establishment.
Even establishment also I have not started.
Oh. Then you need to do technology assessment framework. CAF assessment will help you because economic impact also you have to see how much of okay, revenue capital that you are expecting
Hmm.
to be raised as well as expenditure part. Because ultimately the manufacturing it will incur cost from land itself, no? Land and this thing may be
Land, plant, machinery, and
machinery. So yeah, there are various factors to it. I think since you are an entrepreneur, you might be well versed with all these practicalities. So, but make it a point to see. I think your R&D research you have done some like is the pulp in some form or the other ready with you at the small scale?
no, not anything on ground.
Oh, because you need to have a proper practical output at least for a period of 6 months or say, so that you can file a patent. Actually, it's uh, it's cost effective, no problem that way. So that you should have a documentation about your product as well as process. So what your product will contain. Okay, that also you can have composition of matter patent. What is the process ultimately you are going to use?
Okay.
So on both these fronts, you will have to do a laboratory kind of work, at least for a period of, I think, 6 months or so, that you will be in possession of your invention. We need to possess it properly. And that is quite possible. But then this that is what we are talking, that research and development from lab to market. Okay, this is all about from laboratory to market. Because laboratory people develop it. Okay, the scientists, the inventors develop it. Then there is TRL assessment, where I am, TRL, technology readiness level, TRL 1, 2, 3. Now there is another concept called market readiness level. Okay, so that will come later on. Like my product is ready for which market it is suitable, and also that also is there. So, but once we are thorough with some part on our technology front, okay, then only we can explore various avenues.
So for whether can we get this technology from to tie up from with somebody?
So that is what I'm telling. See, first of all, we need to register something in our name. That is, who are we? That we should be available as an entity. For some example, you can give some name to your organization and say that I have filed an Indian patent. It has got published. Okay. Now, once it is published, that it will be in public domain for people to have a look at. Okay, who has filed what? So, since you are into this food product, people who are into food sector will always look, because they have to look for literature, patents everywhere. Okay, because they also have newer technology. So, the most important and the most what you say desirable part is patent searches, because there is something new in that. No, so entrepreneurs, investors will always have a look at it. So that way, that is one of the ways to connect with people. Follow an Indian patent in the first place. It will get published, and then you have to ensure, see, it has to go to grant, because once it is granted, then only you will get exclusive rights. But there is a period between publication and grant. So between these, people will start approaching you. You can ask people. So that is obviously there. But make it a point to have a filing. But before filing, you should have some laboratory results in your head. That what is the content of my pulp? Okay, what is the shelf life? You got two, three things from every product. Okay, which will have at least two, three, four attributes that are critical product attributes or critical process attributes. Okay, so you need to have a firm data on that. So if it's a food product, maybe 6 months or so would be enough for to generate data on this. So that is what. So have you a prior experience, or you have worked in food industry or something like that?
No, industry, I don't have prior experience, but only now I wanted to, means I began to make a startup. So I have consulted some people of my people who are interested,
Hmm.
and some two, three people conveyed, yes, we are interested. So first I think we should form this one partnership firm, then register it, then we can go ahead further.
further. Because see, startup, they'll give you some, this thing, incubation centers are there, no? They'll incubate. So you will be given a space, okay, you will be given certain time, resources. So that a certain subsidized level or some, okay, that cost effective factor is there. So
Means really they are going to help incubation center. I don't know.
yes, it will help, but then again, when the thing comes that how you can convince them or you can present them with your idea or something like that. But only keep one thing in mind that you need not disclose anything in this thing unless until you are having a patent filed. Then that should not become problem because non-disclosure agreement, okay, NDA, that is also part, NDA to be signed and all because it's a technology ultimately. Because see, out of this few examples we have seen, IIT Madras also had got an incubation center. So that is there. If you are a part of startup, then incubation center. So this all because you we need some help in initial stages from the point of view of economy of scale. Correct.
Hmm.
So that is must. You can have these resources well organized, and then at the same time you should be visible to people around you, like who are in the related field, so that have a tie-up. Because then only see, unless until this kind of interaction takes place, you will not be
Hmm.
able to know that what ultimately is the market value or which are the markets. Okay, I can go. How much of capital investment will be required over a period of time?
Yeah.
Correct. Then batches, small batches. Then how then also then one more factor is like packaging. Okay, ultimately,
Hmm.
yeah, you want your product to be packaged and how it should look ultimately. What small pack, medium pack. Are you going for bulk production also sometimes? Correct. No.
Yeah.
What is the feasibility of a bulk production? Maybe some buyer would be there, like they will procure it in bulk. So are you okay with that? So what is the market need also you have to tap actually in your pulp area and all this. Not only mango, you can also expand to some another fruits also maybe which people have not done till date. Correct. A lot of small okay work is there and then it has got a potential. So that also you can slowly and progressively tap. But begin with you can if you are having some know in mango pulp, start with that. But this patent filing will help you. Startup recognition, patent filing, and simultaneously you have to have some laboratory actually. Then where you can do all this research work, no?
Hmm.
So recently, if you have some establishment on your own, that also you can just put up name and then because ultimately specific practical work is required for this patenting and patents for products and patents for processes.
Okay. So since we started, the idea is begun and I am in consultation with people. It will take some time.
It will take some time, yeah.
It will take some time before materializing.
Realization.
So I am in that process actually. Okay, right, sir.
Yeah, sure. It's good that you attended this. I think you might be okay. You might benefit from some part of it, and then we are looking at you as a future entrepreneur. Okay,
Okay.
really, yeah, that has to happen because if you are taking a lot of efforts and okay in this direction, that will surely help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, Himanshi, are you there, Himanshi? If you have any queries, you can please share. Himanshi. Himanshi, are you there? So we are at the end of the session. Sir, is there anything which you want to share more, sir?
No, I think it's enough so that
You
whatever,
have shared.
yeah, today's decision.
Okay. I'll just ask this. I can see two persons.
Participant is there, no? I think one more participant has joined.
Yes, Himanshi, are you there?
Mr. Pasad, I think, Pasad, PA, say, this. Please unmute yourself so that I think you are muted, both of you. We are not in a position to.
Okay. Sir, uh,
Yeah.
joined from Sri Lanka actually. Yes, last week also she was there.
Okay.
They have some signal problems, so they are not able to.
Join.
Uh,
So connect.
so okay, fine, no problem. If you have any queries, so you can just put it in chat box. Otherwise, sir have actually explained all the things before you join, and we have solved the queries of Mr. Curry also. So we have good discussion over here. So if you have any queries, you can just put it in the chat box. Otherwise, we can end up the session. Okay, the recordings of these sessions, you will get it at the last, means the next week is the last week of this course. So after completing the 8th week, you will get all the recordings of the sessions. Okay. So I guess, sir, let us stop here. You
Yeah.
can, if you wish to give a end note, you can give, and we can stop.
Okay, so as to conclude about today's session, we have seen that what are the advantages, okay, of protecting your IPRs. So it gives exclusivity in the market. It gives us visibility in the market. It gives us a chance to attract investors. That is to strengthen our resources in terms of financial part. Okay. Then at the same time, we can have people around us for assessing market potential. Who can help us to market our product. Okay, so there are a number of advantages of getting our IPS protected and having one of the mechanisms as startups to commercialize or monetize our product. So that is what. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Thank you, participants, for participating. And we will soon declare the date for seventh and eighth week live session. It will be in the next week. So do join the meeting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Krishna, can we stop recording and stop live?